All right, so let's walk through one potential solution to the bookmark assignment. Again, this one was open-ended, so feel free to use some creative freedom here. But step one was just to explore this customer detail report and see if we find any interesting patterns or insights. So maybe filter down to specific years or ranges of years, drill into different customer income levels or occupations. Maybe you want to see who the top customer was for a specific week. Again, choice is completely up to you. In this case, what I'm going to do is filter down to 2022. I'm going to deselect my filter on my weekly line chart, and let's look at skilled manual occupations only, and that's where we see that top customer, Mr. Ruben Suarez, who placed 2 orders and spent $4,683. So not the most insightful finding in the world. It's a little bit contrived for the demo, but you get the idea here. So that's step one. I've created the report state that I want. Step two is to capture that state using a bookmark. So let's add a new bookmark, double click to name it. I'm going to call this one Customer Insight. And that's step two. We've captured the state with the bookmark. Now we need to link that bookmark to a button. So let's go ahead to Insert, Buttons. I'm going to use the information option here that has that nice kind of eye icon, which I think should work well here. Let's resize things a little bit. I'm going to drop it right here beneath my top customer cards. And now I want to actually add the text that captures or summarizes my finding. And I can do that in the formatting options here. Format the button, head into the style options. And this is important. Remember that we have this state option so that all of these settings, shape, text, icon, fill, border, shadow, and glow, are all associated with a specific button state. And right now, I'm formatting what this button looks like on press. And what I really want is default. So if you're not seeing your text appear or seeing things look a little off, make sure that your button state is configured properly. And now in this default state, what I want to do is add some text to this button. And this is where I'm going to type my actual insight. So something like, among customers in skilled manual roles in 2022, Ruben Suarez drove the most revenue at $4,683. I was typing quick, so I misspelled some stuff, but you get the idea here. Seago 10 looks good. Let's make this italic font. And you'll notice we've got some weird overlap here, so we've got to do a bit more styling. First thing, I'm going to drag the button shape out a bit more. I'm going to change the horizontal alignment to left, like so. And then I have this overlap with the button icon itself. And to fix that, we can adjust the padding options here. So I want to add padding to the left of my text. Let's see if we can get this right, starting maybe with something like 60 pixels, maybe 65. That looks pretty solid. So last thing, this is optional, but suppose I want to change that icon to that bright blue on click or hover. We can do that by changing the icon, just like we did in our last demo. And we'll change the line color to that bright blue. And then same story with on press. Line color, bright blue. Now the format and style looks good. We see that hover state. Last step with our button is to actually create that action that ties it to our bookmark. So let's collapse our button style options. Let's turn on actions for this button. Let's set the action type to bookmark. And let's select that customer insight bookmark that we just created. And that should do the trick. So let's unfilter manually first. See the hover state. Let's control click. And there we go. It jumps into skilled manual filter. Shows our top customer for 2022 specifically, Mr. Ruben Suarez. So last part of the assignment here was to add that reset filters or clear all filters button, just like we did on the exec dashboard. This is a good opportunity for us to simply copy and paste, so we're not starting from scratch. Remember, we've got that hover and press formatting already set on this button. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it here in this tab. It's going to place it in the exact same position on the page, which is helpful. And now all I need to do is create a new unfiltered state for my customer detail page. And I believe this is the only other filter applied. This should do it. So by now you should know the drill. We're going to go into bookmarks, add another bookmark, and rename this one Clear Customer Filters. Looks good. We've captured that state. We already have our button here. So let's select it, open up our formatting pane, and all we should need to do now is point this button. Instead of the clear exec filters, we want to point it to the clear customer filters bookmark. Let's collapse that. And now let's give this a test. So control click to test our insight button. Looks good. We've got Mr. Ruben Suarez here. And then control click to reset those filters. And we're back to our unfiltered view. So there you have it. That wraps up our assignment on bookmarks.